right, can't believe this already. So 3 weeks ago, I sat down and shared that I was going to finally take YouTube seriously for the first time, and I shared my strategy. I've already failed and haven't done exactly what I said I was going to do. My plan, in fairness, was very ambitious. My goal was to post 3 videos a week, finally niche down, focus on my thumbnail and my title before I actually create a video. Some of those things I've done, and some of those things I'm going to change, and I'll explain why. I feel like niching down is a bit of a scam that YouTube tells us that we should do, YouTube gurus tell us we should do. And listen, I'm sure that niching down can absolutely help your channel grow, but I don't think that it's sustainable. If I can't sustain it for even 3 weeks, I don't know how I would be able to sustain something like that for many, many years. I think it comes back down to the reason why you're creating videos. And I create videos because I love to create videos. I like the creative process. I've got a lot of interest. I want to share that. I want to look back on a video and, be really proud of what I created. And the problem with niching down and focusing on something so specific, for me anyways, was that I was getting bored and frustrated with it. And it just felt like I'm churning out a bunch of videos that are like very samey as well. You know what I mean? Now, I said that I was going to focus on video tips for small businesses, entrepreneurs, stay-at-home moms, that kind of thing. And I will still continue to provide those tips, but I'm not going to only focus on that because it's just not sustainable for me, like I was saying. I am a social media manager and a video creator for small businesses, so already my full-time job is in that world, which is why I thought it was a good idea to create a YouTube channel on that topic. But the problem is now I'm just feel like I'm being like pigeonholed into this corner, and that like all I'm ever going to talk about is video tips, and I don't want to do that all of the time. So I'm still going to share, like I said, I'm still, when I feel inspired and when I feel like I've got something really valuable to say, I will continue to share video tips, but I'm going to expand what I create videos about and experiment and see what does well. The thing is, you really need to figure out what the goal of YouTube is for you. Is it to turn a profit, or is it a creative outlet? And for me, like I said, I've been honest, I do really want to monetize my YouTube channel, and it's because I would love to do this more full time. My dream in life is to be able to work from anywhere, like just fully remote, but while doing something creative. So YouTube makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? If I can create videos from anywhere in the world, that is like my dream, And I mean, I am already living that dream out to a certain extent because I am a social media manager and a video creator for small businesses. I get to do a lot of remote stuff. But if I was creating content mostly or more so just for myself, then I could be totally remote, which is like, it would be amazing. The approach that I would like to take for YouTube is to not niche down in a topic, but to niche down for an audience. And I've heard a lot of people talking about this recently, but then because then I'd seen these other like younger or, like new YouTube gurus and other ones as well saying like, oh, you gotta niche down, you gotta niche down. It kind of made me doubt myself. But I've also heard from like a good amount of people that you should pick an audience and not just a topic because it's a lot more sustainable. If you are niching down for an audience that is aligned with your personal brand, you'll be able to grow and develop with that audience. And if you want to talk about different topics that they're also interested in, it's going to work. Whereas if you were so strict and just pick one specific topic, people that find you and subscribe to you are going to only be looking for you to talk about that topic. And it's very unlikely you're going to want to talk about that topic forever. I mean, I talked about my topic for 3 weeks and I'm already like, oh, I don't know if I could do this forever, right? So like that's a big warning sign in my opinion. But yeah, I like the concept of making videos for a specific audience. So I think my audience would be women in their 20s to 40s that are interested in traveling, living abroad, financial freedom, but they're also like, they're laid back people that like to do things right. So even for my videos where it's like, oh, you're gonna be cooking dinner at home, you wanna make something that's really delicious, that's gonna be really good, but we're not gonna get too anxious or fussed over it, you know what I mean? As because we have the confidence that we know we're gonna do it right. The same goes to creating videos, and I've also made videos about cocktails, and maybe I'll sprinkle in some stuff now about living abroad, because I do know a lot about like moving countries, specifically too with like settling into Ireland. So I think I'm going to focus on making videos about topics that inspire me. I also really like the idea of doing like challenge videos. So I'd like to maybe like take a master class, you know, like the app master class, and then, you know, reflect on it. It would be one of those concepts like, oh, I took so-and-so's master class, so you wouldn't have to, and then I can reflect on it. I also really like topics about like mainstream media and social media and how it affects people. My degree is in media studies, so that's something I'm interested in. So maybe more of like video essays that are about a specific topic. But yeah, I think it's just that when people talk about picking a specific niche, it is a good way to grow on YouTube, but is it what you want? Like, is that what you want to do forever? Do you want to just talk about that one topic? Maybe for some people, yes, that's true. But in general, I think as humans, we're all pretty dynamic and like a lot of different things, right? So I think you can become known for a specific video style, maybe, and an audience rather than just a topic. And I think it's going to take more time to grow and to get to a place, you know, where you do become monetized, but your life is going to be better for it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just hack the algorithm with like some clickbait sort of videos that's going to get me monetized, because there's no joy in that. You know, I'd rather share videos that inspire me and will hopefully inspire you. It's interesting because so many of the YouTube educators out there, like I said, will tell you you have to niche down if you want to grow. And like I said, it makes sense. If you niche down, you will probably grow faster, because the algorithm is probably going to feed out your content to the right people. It's going to know what you're talking about, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm going to take the advice of people that have done that and have burnt out, because it feels like more and more I keep hearing people say, don't niche down because it's not sustainable. The main person that's talking about that right now is Vanessa Lau, and she's got like a big audience on YouTube, and she was really known as the person that you go to for Instagram growth and YouTube growth last year, maybe. I was going to say a couple years ago, but I think it was only last year. But she really burnt out. Like, she was churning out these videos all the time, and she would be one of those people that would say you have to niche down if you want to grow. But then she burnt out. She had to let go like all of her staff because she couldn't do what she was doing anymore. And she just really wasn't getting any joy from what she was doing. So it was sort of like, what's the point, you know? And now that she's come back to YouTube, she's talking about how she's focusing on her personal brand rather than just one specific topic. And she's encouraging other people to do the same, because you're going to be happier that way. And if you focus on a personal brand, the audience, like I was saying, will grow with you. Whereas if you just have one specific topic, those people aren't going to be interested whenever you change topics. You know what I mean? Another person that talks about this too is Katie Steckley. She was in a similar situation where she tried loads of different things on YouTube, and then she started talking about Instagram growth, and that really grew her channel. But then she became known as this person that would only talk about that. She got sick of talking about it, and then tried to do different kinds of videos ideas, but they would always just like do terrible in the algorithm. And so she was really discouraged, and then she'd go back to that topic that she was known for. And now she is talking about as well to don't niche down because it's not sustainable. Make videos that are going to reach a specific audience so that they can grow with you. Some of these people that are talking about niching down are these newer YouTubers that are experiencing rapid growth because they've niched down. But I have chosen to take the advice of the people that have been there, done that, and regret doing it, if that makes any sense. So that's my update. That's why I haven't shared my weekly YouTube analytics, because I'm like, oh, this isn't actually that interesting. I don't have much to show you. One of the interesting things actually, too, for my specific account, is that most of my subscribers have come from a couple of YouTube shorts that I've made that are about video editing. And so I thought and was hoping that when I started creating more long form videos that was about video editing, those subscribers would want to watch that. But it hasn't really happened for me yet. Those videos don't seem to be reaching those people, and I think it's because the people that subscribe from YouTube Shorts aren't really interested in long form content. If I'm taking all this time to create these videos, about video editing for these people, like they're not even watching it. And then I'm competing against all these other people that do video editing videos, and it's just like, oh, you're just getting tired of doing it. Whereas the videos that I would create that were a little bit more neutral, like creating dinner at home in a tiny kitchen or cocktail tutorials, those were reaching a broader audience, even though my subscribers didn't come from that. Does that make any sense? So I had actually hidden my cocktail videos and some of my food videos because I was thinking like, oh, I want to pick this specific niche. I'm going to confuse the algorithm. I'm going to confuse the people. They're not going to know what they're getting because, again, so many people say that, like, oh, you should hide those videos because they're going to confuse your audience. But I'm going to unhide them because I'm proud of those videos. And they also were performing better than the videos I'm currently making. So, yeah. I'm just going to do what I want to do, pretty much is what I'm saying. My strategy will still be to post every week. I'm going to try for twice a week, not 3 times, twice a week. And I do think I need to put in that extra effort if I want my channel to grow. Eventually it might be once a week, or maybe it'll be even more sporadic than that for like more labor intensive videos, which I would like to get to. I really love to do those challenge videos. Like I was saying, you know, like take a master class so you don't have to, or I love the fitness videos as well, where you do like a fitness challenge, like 30 days of weightlifting, that kind of thing. We'll see if I get into that. But yeah, YouTube is a journey, and you can come up with a plan, and it's good to keep yourself accountable when you have goals, but I also think you need to understand when something isn't bringing you joy, and it's okay to pivot. And even like at this early stage of YouTube, do I really need to pick a niche? Like, can I not just make videos about different topics and see what does well and see what people like? I think it's okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for being here. Stay tuned for a variety of videos. Hopefully you'll be interested. You can tell me, you know, if there's anything that you wanna see in particular. And yeah, hopefully see you soon.